People equal shit. What you gonna do? People equal shit. I'm not afraid of you. People equal shit. I'm everything you'll never be. People equal shit.
Literally everyone knows that Dune 2 is the first RTS game, and it happened during our generation. But old people and know-it-all attention whores couldn't just live with that. They made it their goal to act coolly and started their own moon landing conspiracy, just like they did with FPS games. That one went so far as to declare Win95 Labyrinth screensaver an FPS. First they've found
Herzog Zwei,
but that only made them fight each other, because instantly someone cried that it's just a kids these days clone of Rescue Raiders 1984. As a result of their battles, because the war is never over, you can see Wikipedia's list of RTS games listing mostly turn-based games, fighting games, racing games, and FPS.
I hate people.
You literally can open the sources for the Wikipedia article on
Herzog Zwei
and see what they were. First there's a link to the game's page on some fan site with no text at all. Then there's a dead anonymous blog. Another great source is an anonymous post made by an anonymous, probably the same person who edited that Wikipedia page, who registered on some fan forum just to make that one post. The making of Dune 2 essay on some fan site called Oh the Edge literally contradicts the claim it supposedly supports. Although it had its precedents, with some fans attempting to retcon a gaggle of faintly similar 8-bit titles for the role, the world's first real-time strategy game can be named with little real controversy. And the quote on Wiki, which is not present in the source, contains false information. It says that Dune 2 uses Warcraft 2 controls with no keyboard hotkeys and menus. Dune 2 is nothing but keyboard hotkeys and menus. You literally have to pick a unit, then press, move, button in the menu, then select the target destination. A text on a personal blog of a Buchhalter for the publisher is the closest Wiki has to a source. The dude just wanted to say he personally created the genre. And then there's this.
Now here's the strangest thing of all. Herzog Zwei, when translated by Babelfish, from German to English, means Duke 2. That's only one letter away from Dune 2. That's amazing.
Did you know that Lion King is a ripoff of Kimba?
Kimba? Simba? Suspicious.
If
Herzog Zwei
is an RTS, the hell not
Herzog 1.
It's literally the same game. If you ever hear someone say X is not the first Y, Z is the first Y, demand them to prove to you that they've finished X and Z and at least 10 of Y. People are artificial parrot toys which can't think but repeat everything their microphone picks up, even if it's as utterly self-obviously moronic as the vaccine conspiracies. Sega MD2 emulation scene is surprisingly bad. There's a number of emulators and they all are not that good. This time I've tried RetroArch from Steam, and it is a bad Android port with an absolute garbage interface unfit for a PC. Just to customize your controls you have to do that in 2 different places, each 6 layers of terrible touch interface deep, with no visual aid whatsoever. The settings are insane with insane wording and they are buried in an insane touch interface. The volume is blasting at max and there are no sound settings. To open your game you have to navigate the whole directory tree and find the file you want to open. I've dropped it into a folder with many files and RetroArch shows them all. Why? It's not gonna play
狄仁杰之幽冥道
.mkv. Why show it and the hundreds of texts, pictures, music tracks, and other garbage? Why not filter out everything it cannot play? So in this small, barely tactical game you have income. You pay for one of the few units and pay for one of the few orders. Even the order to do nothing costs money, while the order to maybe actually at least attack the enemy is the most expensive and costs about the same as the most expensive unit. There's also a stationary cannon for 15,100, but they are made for the enemy to ruin your life with. Your cannons can barely kill one naked guy and explode from 2 shots. You control a transformer which can be a plane or a robot with a limited amount of ammo and fuel. The robot form can shoot land targets. The jet form is used to carry your units around. To refuel you have to hover over own bases and do nothing for some time. And fuel is spent really fast. Your transformer can't damage the enemy base but can shoot at tanks. Your controls are not relative. Your controls are not absolute. Your controls are absolute shit. The game has something like 8 directions, but you have buttons only for 4 directions, which is already an arse to line up your shots with. When you press D-pad you wait for a delay to start moving your transformer in that direction, but during the fights, instead of turning so you can shoot the enemy, Your transformer starts to move backwards so the enemy can shoot you in the back. It's an absolute arse, it's terrible, and during the dogfights it's even worse. To get more gold you have to produce a guy with the capture order, which costs about 2,000, and then manually haul it to an empty resource node. When you repeat it 4 times the node is yours. A captured resource node also allows you to refuel or to pick up the freshly made units. So here's that. That's your gameplay. Create a package and deliver it.
Herzog Zwei
Is not an RTS.
Herzog Zwei
Is a strand-type game. There's no campaign or anything, only skirmishes. The game offers 8 maps with 4 cheating AI difficulty options. On the lowest it starts with an army, and the starting army only gets bigger on higher difficulties. And the AI cheats even on the easiest. The cheating starts with the sole fact that this game has terrible controls and GUI. While you fiddle with the thing, AI already executed all the orders. While you are trying to land and to make your transformer not to turn its back to the enemy, the bot already has killed you 420 mlg no-scope blaze it. You can shoot as fast as you press the button, so with a proper turbo button you can just kill everything in seconds, but since turbo doesn't work in RetroArch, I had a half of the bot's DPS. The game often prevents you from transforming for no reason, so you have to fiddle and move around a little with bad inertia. While walking you are also constantly getting stuck in everything despite the terrain looking featureless and flat. If there actually is something, navigating the robot is extremely frustrating. And then all AI units have at least twice as much HP and deal twice as much damage. Your stuff instantly dies, while you waste half your ammo per enemy tank. AI cannons insta-kill you. But also this game is on Sega MD2. AI is made to be cheating, but it can't think. It can randomly start spazzing around for seconds. It can forget how to land. And while it is scripted to rip your ass into a British flag, you also can just create the strongest unit with the attack base command and drop it near the Ares base, while it is busy conquering the map. It will take a lot of time on the first map, about 20 minutes, but on the other maps you already own some nodes for better income, and basically can deliver your tanks to the enemy base on cooldown. When you win the game gives you a password and then just resets. You have to input the password again each time. I'm not gonna repeat the same maps 4 times with stronger AI cheats in this bad repetitive boring game, just to see the garbage ending in a game with no beginning. Instead of an opening crawl the game just shows a demo, and the ending is a wall of stupid meaningless text. I don't know if this can be actually fun in PvP, but everything is more fun in PvP. That doesn't count. The game is both insanely hard if you try playing it properly, and extremely easy if you rush the enemy. This is a bad tactical game, and I spit in the nostril of anyone who would call this garbage an RTS or a good game. If you call it a good game or an RTS you agree with Kotaku. And that's enough said. Having a bad tactical game on Sega MDII is not that impressive either. There are others.